by the way? You have plans?
No, not really. I'm gonna stay in tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out. I got some stuff to do around.
Gee, Saturday night, don't you? Isn't there what about,
Well, I mean, I have plans. I just, they're not that complicated. There's some plans, though, that I do have, Dad.
Like what?
I'm gonna take a shower, and I'm gonna clean up, and I'm gonna, lie down on my bed and just feel clean.
I don't think this is healthy, Ben. I think that there's something missing here. It's Saturday night.
I'm gonna shave my body bare. That's what I'm gonna do.
Don't shave yourself again, Ben. You're gonna chafe.
Dad, I got it. The hair's dirty. Hair is dirty. I'm gonna be nice and smooth.
I want
clean.
I want you to get counseling, Ben.
Everybody out.
Well, that was a very interesting experience. I was sent upon an errand, okay, like in the Matrix, Hold on. That was stupid and ridiculous because there was no reason to go where I was going. This person asked me to go and re-up their phone service on Straight Talk, and to do that, what they normally do is go into Walmart to the video counter and just re-up straight up through the register right there. But you can call the 800 number and just give them your card number. It's all automated. It works just fine because I ran through it. So I knew I was on an errand. And I thought, well, okay, I just might as well go ahead and get some things while I'm there and have something. And anyway, it was a very much a layered and varied experience. Going to the freaking Walmart turned out to be sort of an adventure of sorts because of all the various characters that were there. There were a few couples or groups that seemed to have a really nice energy. Then there were a couple of women there that seemed to be angry bitches. And they were forceful and big and stormy or something, I think, perhaps. But I just look at it and I'm like, why do you bother? Why come near me? Why? Whenever. Okay, anyway. There was a couple that came by, and it was the oddest feeling because the guy seemed like, I don't know what. It was like the whole group thing. It was almost like, I don't know, it's a real cool experience. It was very strange because it was very pleasant, and it was like, I know these people and this is a good vibe. I can hang with these folks or something. You know what I'm saying? But then I don't know what to do with any of that, so I just drift away because I'm at a loss. I guess I need to be a celebrity, don't I? So people would have an excuse to say, hey, ain't you that guy? Right? So I go, yeah, I am. Love it or hate it. It's truth. Let's see. Well, there were different people there. I thought it was and of course I think I'm just going to where they know I'm going to go and get what everybody, they already know what I'm going after and all that stuff. And there was a flurry of activity at first, and a bunch of people were interested in this, but it seemed like it was over, halfway through, and then everybody cleared out for the most part. There was one guy who happened to be walking in about the same time, I think it was, and he reminded me of someone famous perhaps, and I don't know why, but I got an idea that perhaps maybe he was the Jewish ethnicity, perhaps, I don't know. But there was a real friendly feeling there too, a real warm feeling. So this is going to take a moment or two to get used to. The people out there working seemed like they were chill. You know, there were some good folks out there. And in general, it was pretty good, except for this one guy, I think, tossed some heat at us. It wasn't a whole lot, and I'm thinking, that's kind of stupid. You know, it's like, I really, because you were pleasant before that, and it's like, I can hunt you down, man. You know that. But then there was Big Ugly that was there too, and she was big, and she was ugly. You know how ugly she was? Not that her face was ugly, per se, but it was that hate. It was that, that hate. Just that seething hatred that she had. And I'm thinking, what is this? Is that some kind of conglomeration of the dragon, the hateful dragon thing, and with everything that it stole from me? Well, that won't ever work out for you. It won't get you what you want. You'd be better off giving it back. But then, yeah, we received a bunch of hot from that. It was enough for me to go to, cause it was just like staring us down there, just trying to, and I just turned around, walked a few feet away, and was like, this and that, and talking to the spirit, and I felt the spirit come in a little bit harder, and run all that stuff off again, which probably pissed him off some more, but it was really a strange deal because there was a whole lot of different vibes going on, and I'm realizing again. See, at one point I shut all this stuff down because I was way too open. I was picking up way too much, and I was realizing that I felt something, and it was something, and then I realized that I wasn't feeling that stuff. It was coming from the others that it was about, and it was something within them, because I never ever had it. But I guess I could whip it up. But anyway, yeah. Well, I'm just really happy that it was a good little deal, that it wasn't, fraught with battles or something. Because I'm not really. It's good that things are more peaceful. I've heard a couple of things they were saying this or that about what's going on or whatever, and there does seem to be a bit of a change, and it does seem like it has improved some. Although we still got hit with that hot stuff. The cashier was real nice. She's a sweetheart, and we were exchanging talk about celebrities and musicians. She was talking about somebody from The Voice, I think, playing with some band, and whatever we said, and we mentioned this, we mentioned that, and none of it's important because the only thing that really meant anything was when she got to the end of it, when she was like, Kelly Clarkson, blah, 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 something about the people, that put her in a 10-year contract, and she was like a slave to them or something. And I'm thinking, well, there's always tomorrow. We can always make, a Christmas album or something. That'll make her a mint, and then it would sell every year. All she needs is like 2 hits off of it. And of course, we can make that happen. Just bless it. Pray about it. And then it'll just be like, Mariah's hit. Every year you're going to hear that for a long time, I guess, right? Just like they're still playing stuff from the 40s. And people reference it and go, I'm going to go buy her album again. Do people buy albums still? I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking, why would anybody buy an album when you can steal it all on the internet? And how is it that YouTube, being basically piracy central, is allowed to continue on the way they are? Now, there's no excuse for what's happening. All the copyrighted materials that everyone gets to enjoy. And get this, with commercials. That means YouTube's making money off of it, showing that copyrighted materials. So how are they getting away with that? When if I have a video, and I put a video out, and I contain more than 6 or 7 seconds of some copyrighted song, they're going to step on me and say, oh, that's a copyright strike. But don't worry about the free copy of the song just down the road that you can go listen to. No copyright strike on that. You tell me. I don't know. I'm not complaining, are you? So yeah. I was glad for everybody that was out there tonight. And thanks for the good energy and thanks for the friendly experience. As friendly as it was. And for those that had all that heat, well, that'll come back to you in some form. Maybe not as heat, but then maybe again, I don't know. But it comes back to you. Because, that was just more of that whole I hate you stuff. That's all that is whenever you do that. So, yep, it'll come back to you. And you'll know why. It'll just bounce back. Backfire. All right, guys, have a wonderful evening. And have a happy Sunday. And thanks for being there. I'm not sure how to break through the barriers to start conversations or whatever. I don't know if we're supposed to be like, because there's that song that Stevie had out and I was reminded of it again and again by the Cold Chick. Sometimes when people can't hear each other when they get close to each other, I don't know why that would happen. Say, oh, your antennas aren't, you're too close. You're overshooting each other with your signals. Well, isn't that weird? But maybe that would happen so that you could live together and you wouldn't be constantly blasting each other with, your broadcast. Da-da-da-da-da. God love you. God keep you. We'll talk to you real soon.